I guess I'm doing one of these things again. Over the last couple of weeks, you gotta understand how amazing my son Evan is. I don't mean that in a bragging way. Jeez Pete. I want to say this. The child does not like to ask for gifts in any form. I went for years. Hey, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? And as he matured, I saw this out of him. I feel awkward asking for anything. I would just prefer that you give me what you want. It's like he spoke to me without speaking. There was a part of me that was like that, but different. Okay. So on his birthday this year, he's hitting 14 years old. He's like, I want to start playing piano, and I want to start going to youth group, and I want to pow, 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 pow. And all of a sudden, this child that asked for nothing became a man, young man. And he's like, I need to experience this, Dad. I need to experience this. I need to experience this. Actually, I'm getting good at this part of it. Can you help me go to the next level? And all of a sudden, on his birthday, it was funny because he was playing piano and people donated stuff and people drove him places. And on his birthday, he goes, I think I want a synthesizer. I was like, you haven't asked for anything your whole life. You turned 14, you want a $2,000 gift. 2 to 10. Depending on, I called a bunch of musician buddies, and the day before his birthday, and I want to give a shout out. It's not a pawn shop. It is kind of like a pawn shop down by the Captain's Tavern off High Street there, just off Walnut, right there at the levee. He hooked me up with a real good price, something I could afford that I did. What I promised Evan is, you may not get it for your birthday, but as a gift, I'll give you my commitment to get you something that's worth getting at the price I can get it for. And then I prayed, and I not only prayed, I prepared for the rain. I reached out, and my boy got his synthesizer. Then he embarked on, I want to play tennis. With the last little bit of money I had, I bought him, I researched for 2 days, and I found the company that I feel gives the best tennis racket for the cheapest price. And I got him his tennis racket. Then I had to start fighting every day to get off work in time in order to drive from Tri-County to East Central and pick him up. Well, as this started going on, I started saying, hey, I need for you to clean your room. I need to vacuum it. Or I need for you to clean your room, bud. And keep in mind, his room is the master bedroom. I've been sleeping on a couch. I don't want to go into why this scenario happens because I was in an all right place. But for a lot of people, I brought them to a better place. But I had to make some sacrifices in order to do it. So the room that really should be mine, I gave to my son. And how about you clean it, bud? And every day I would pick him up from practice and I go, well, okay, I'm going to say this louder each time, and I need this out of you. And then it went farther, and I'd look in his room and I go, holy cow, I think this is worse than when I asked him to originally. Hey, bud, I'm glad you enjoy the Oculus that I gave you, the keyboard that I gave you, the phone that your mother gave you. Yada, 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 yada. I mean it. I'm going to have to start taking things away. Went a couple days later. And I found myself in a moment where I warned him. I said, do you know what everything means? I know I'm getting kind of condescending here, but everything, you know, like the Cat Williams joke. Everything. Dude, I'm holding it like this because we're driving down the road. This is the last one that I'm talking. I'm yelling the next time. Please. Well, 14-year-old boys are 14-year-old boys. I was one too. And my mother and father had every reason to on me. And I went in and I gave that boy what for? I gave him the devil. The next day he was getting ready to go to a youth group thing. They left on Thursday. They're going to be gone the entire weekend. And his first excuse was, well, hey, I got a pack to go on this really nice thing. And I used some explicitives. Despite that a youth group God ministry thing was going on. You'll be lucky to ever leave this room again if you do not do what I have been begging, not asking, begging for you to do. I told him it was going to go there. So in a weird way, I guess I gave him the wrath of God. Even despite love is there. And in the middle of it, I caught myself, not enough. And I told him, you know what really sucks about this? I'm going to see the look in your eye as I'm screaming at you. And I'm no longer asking, I'm making you do what you need to do. And I'm going to see that look. And I'm going to walk in the next room. And I'm going to cry. And cry I did. I wept. Come here. You know this part of the story. My Lily just walked out. So, what happened? Hold it.
What?
Selfie. What happened right after I yelled at Evan?
You ran outside crying. Ouch.
A little bit.
I don't know what's happening.
I cried hard, didn't I?
Oh, you cried for us tonight. You're a big crybaby.
Yeah.
You cried for being a dad. There you go.
Why do you think the reason I cried?
Because you didn't want Evan to hate you. That's what you told me?
Right. I don't want anybody to hate me, right? Stop it. So, at the end of the day, we made amends. And my children still walk out of the room saying, what do you say? I'm not going to force
Love you?
We do.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the way we are.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Say it now.
No. I hate you. That's what I'm going to say from now on.
Oh no. Look what YouTube and Facebook and Twitter has done. Imagine that there is a God. I'm not saying no. Just imagine there's a God that begs you through his words, through his warnings, through his the way you go through his creation, and then you meet a moment when it doesn't turn out real well. And imagine that father weeping off to the side. And then imagine there's points or a point. And this is one of the things I walked into my son is I had to say I'm sorry several times. But I knew not to do it in a weak way. I walked in. I said, buddy, every now and then a pimple's got to pop. I do this all the time, but I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about. I love my son with a veracity. And there ain't no way nobody's going to tell me I don't love that little girl wherever she's running amok. Y'all know I love my mother and father. And y'all got a great hint at how much I dig my Creator. And it's stupid that I point upwards. That's just a big part of creation. Because God ain't up there and the devil ain't down there. God's out here. And the devil's in here.